Hello everyone, welcome back to the paper patio. I'm Giselle if you're new. I don't often say my name when I'm on camera, but today I will. My name's Giselle and I'm Canadian. Today's my day off and I just wanted to do a few little things in my journal. I left my desk earlier this week with these items. I had taken a large sheet of watercolor paper, just a cheaper brand, and I put some watercolor on there and sprayed some water and just let it flow. And so this has been drying for a few days. But I also took some gold watercolor and put it around the edge. I cut it up in a few pieces. And I found this really pretty image, and I glued that on the back of it. So these are essentially just cards that you can, or journal cards, right? I used to make and sell jewelry quite a few years ago, and I called it G Jewelry. And I found this in my stash, and I thought that would be a really nice memory to keep. So I also glued it on the back of the watercolor thing that I did here. So I have a few more. I made my own stamp a few weeks ago. Here's another one that I can put on the back, something on the back, and there's another one that's blank. So I love these cards I got at Dollarama. It's a Dollarama? No, Dollar Tree. And they are so cute. I love the pictures. They're so funny. They're so funny. And the front, you have the letters, and you have, who is that? That's Pete. Yeah, Pete the cat. And so it's the same on each one except for the letter. So I thought I would stick this side to the back here, and I'd have a really good, or a really nice card. So I think I'm going to do that. I've been having a lot of luck with the glue all. This stuff has performed amazingly well. So I'm going to put a bit on here. I have to keep checking my camera to see if I'm in focus. If you've watched me before, you'll know that I've been having some problems. You know, I just need a new phone. I think that's the problem, but I can't get one for a while because I changed cell phone providers, and yeah, it's a little complicated. I can't get a phone through them, so I have to go back to my old provider, but I can handle it for another few months before I switch. So we'll let that dry. And I may as well do another one. Let's see what we got for Dr. Seuss. So again, the fronts, they kind of look the same, or they're different. They're the same, but not. Depends on which side you want to keep or you want to show. So I think this side's really nice. So I'm going to choose a picture that I don't care for, and then that'll be the one that I glue to the back. So these little guys, I don't know, this one's kind of weird. Maybe I could use that one. Definitely going to keep this. I'll cover this side instead. This guy's funny. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I also got these animal sounds, shaped animal sounds flashcards. I did a quiet video the other day, and so I wasn't talking, and you would have seen this in the video, me going through these. These are really cute. They're nice on both sides actually, but they would be really nice just like that, and then you could cut around them. That would make another great tag. This is perfect. Yeah. Let's cover that one with some glue. I also have this really great book. I think I showed you this the other day. And I got it at, was it at a book sale? But I think it was free. I think they just gave it to me. And it's all about dreams. I'm not interested in the context at all. But these pages, I'm interested in like the illustrations. And I love the colors that there are in the book, and the paper is nice and thick. So one of these could be really good for the back. Of this as well. So I got one more spot to fill. I just want to flip through here a little bit and see if I can find. That's how I feel at work some days. Let's see. This is a picture of a pink cake. So we'll cut that out. It can go here. So while that's drying, I want to go through a few papers that I found upstairs. I found this paper. Where did I get this? I think oh yes, I stopped at the Dairy Queen the other day, and I found this just for giving away for people to read. Senior living. Now I'm not quite a senior, although I do feel like one most days. I flipped through here super quickly the other day, and I saw a couple of items that I wanted to cut out and put in my book. I know you can't see it all in your view there, but this is cute. Okay, start your day with a smile. So there are a few like nice stories here. And oh, I cut this one out here. I can't remember what that was about. This is, I like this. This is cute. It's these little simple things that I enjoy. Yeah. You know you're old when you have owned an album for 2 or more decades in 4 different formats. 1973 an 8-track, in 78 a vinyl, in 85 cassette tape, and in 94 a CD. Boy, isn't that the truth. For those who have only purchased digital music or just simply stream their music, they'll never know how hard it was for the rest of us to store all this music. And I have a lot of it, and some of it's got to go. So that's a good thing to put in the book. Let's see what else I can find. Upcoming bus tours. Oh man, do I want to do that. Here, the Ark Encounter. This is what I really want to go to. So let's look at that. The Ark Encounter. So this is Canadian dollars. Don't miss this opportunity of a lifetime. Visit the house on the rock and a life-sized replica of Noah's Ark. August 19 to 29. So single what? Occupancy? Single is $29.50 and double is $1,900. I don't understand. Why is single more money? Does this mean single? I'm not one for traveling. I don't really like it. I like being at that destination and enjoying the things, but it's the traveling. I can't stand it. I don't know, my feet hurt, I get tired, and yeah, that's just me. But yeah, I'd love to do that. Maybe one day. Okay, what else? A July crossword. I might cut that one out. Could never do Sudoku. I'm just not too smart when it comes to that. A lot of items here that for senior living, obviously it's called senior living, but they have all these different kind of apartments and homes, which one day I'll be looking at. Oh, this is nice. Plan ahead to beat the heat. How to enjoy outdoor events with an older relative. That's really good to have a read. So while you're out, try to find a parking spot in the shade or use sunshades on your vehicle's windshield. A wide-brimmed hat, sunglasses, and large umbrella. Some of this stuff is kind of no-brainer, but I think a lot of young people who may bring their grandma or grandpa to an event may not know to do this. And of course, we've got the funeral and cremation services. I don't know why I'm laughing, because, you know, it's coming one day. It's coming. How to plant your garden. First you come to the garden alone while the dew is still in the roses. Plant 3 rows of peas. Peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of soul. That's cute. Okay. Signs you're getting old. Well, I think this might be fun to read. I won't read it to you here, but I think it might be kind of good to have in my book. I think this is just a flyer that I got in the mail, but the reason why I wanted to look at is because they changed the format. I usually just throw them out, but for some reason, yeah, oh, look at this. These are great letters to cut out for my alphabet. Ransom note letters. And this one too. Okay, so let's cut that out. That's perfect. I do have enough in of alphabets or like letters there, but so sometimes I just don't look anymore, and I just, you know, I have enough. But no, this is good. So I can cut those up. I prefer the crossword puzzle, so I'm just going to toss that. Okay, that's the grocery store. And sometimes there are things in here, an item, or like I said, large letters that I want to cut out. Like here's one, no frills. They had BC cherries on sale early in the week for, I think it was $2.50 a pound, which is the lowest you're gonna see. And I missed it, completely forgot. Oh well. Yeah, these are good letters as well. So I can take this upstairs and cut them down in the evening. Here's one, another one. I don't know if this is a different week. Is this a new one? Let's see. So again, I don't like doing those. We'll put that away. In the garbage you go. I'm gonna grab these letters. This store has great products. It's very, very close to me, but too expensive. Except for that, that's actually a really good deal. 5 avocados for $3.88. Usually they're like $1 each. So, but I don't like to drive to the store just for one deal. The price of gas, I'm not saving very much money if I'm just gonna drive for one thing. So these are nice letters too. If you're interested, you can go to my Etsy page. I've got, I think, 2 or 3 digitals that are ransom letter. One's Christmas. What's the other one? I can't remember now. You'll have to go have a look. I'll put the link in below in the description. So I want to share this thing with you, actually a couple weeks ago, but I forgot. So I went to Home Depot the other day because I wanted to, what was I looking for? It doesn't matter. Well, I wound up in the section where they have a few items that are their slow moving product. And I found this box of 1 foot square carpet pieces. And there were about 10 pieces in there. And the box was $10. And it was regular like 100. And I thought this is perfect. This is perfect. So I grabbed it and I put a couple pieces beside my bed, a couple pieces just in the bathroom in front of the sink. And anyway, I got to the last piece just the other day. I threw the box out and then I had, 2 more carpet pieces left. And I just put them at the back door. But underneath the last one, I found this tape. Now, I've never bought this kind of carpet before and taped to the floor. I had no idea that's what they did with this stuff. But this is what was in it. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Well, the first thing I thought of was, oh, okay, this stuff is sticky. I'm going to use this as tape. And which I did do. But I don't know if you've ever... This stuff is so sticky. So this is going to last forever. I'm using this in my journals. So for example, if I just wanted to take a little piece of paper like this, I could use a very small amount like that. I'm even going to just do this. This is super tiny, only because this is super tiny. But this can just be attached to a piece of paper. In my book, that is really sticky. Anyway, you never know what you can find. I love it when these things happen upon me, and I just get excited over the smallest things, don't you? The Regina Humane Society. I was going to throw this out. I got this in the mail, but I saw some puppies in here. This is so cute. Puppy and a cat. So this is great ephemera for my journals. So I can fussy cut that later. And look at these guys. These are friends for life. Yes, they are. We're going to go like that. And I could make this into a pocket. It already is on one side. Oh, that's cool. Okay. More ephemera. I stopped by my mom's and I said, what is this envelope for? And she says, well, I thought you'd like it. And I didn't take the whole thing out, but I looked at the first page and there's stickers. Yep, my mom knows me. 12 stickers. Yep. And then she's got to and from stickers. Now what's this? This is the Cancer Research Society. And is this, I'm not sure if it's a sticker. No, it's just, I think it's a bookmark. Yeah. We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. Learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. These are great quotes. And look at the birds, the scenery and the flowers. Oh, those aren't birds. Dragonfly, and butterfly. I don't know my animals very well. More Christmas tags. So that's it. I'll use this as well. Okay, so these are some things I found upstairs. This is a drawing I did while watching TV. And I always draw women, but I wanted to try and draw a man. And it was super fun. It's just so fun drawing. It's your own artwork. And nobody else has this drawing except me. So much fun. And yeah, he has orange skin. And that's okay. I found a note here of things to do. Take pictures of sewing notions, clear the kitchen clutter, scan Artex painted fabric, scan old Tisdale patterns and old Chicago Tribune advertising. Oh, and then measure the height of the office window, 63 inches or 84 inches. And I got Derby blackout. I'm looking for curtains, like blackout curtains. Obviously, I didn't do any of this. Well, I'm sure I went and got some gas. And check the shed for the old gray water hose. Well, I did that, and it's not in there. I obviously threw it out. Anyway, I always throw my notes out, but I thought I would keep that one. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'll put that one away. And then I bought a metal hose hanger. And then I found another white pen upstairs. And so I wrote on a paper bag, this pen is actually working 1 year later. I think it just works really well on paper bags. This is the Uniball Signo. Maybe I will buy another one on Amazon. Maybe, maybe not. And then I got these from Our Daily Bread Publishing Canada, from their book that they send me. And I really liked the flowers, and I loved Hope, Purpose, and Encouragement. And then they had Hope and Purpose, Encouragement again a couple times in the book. So I cut that out. And then these are different books that you can buy from them. And one of them's called You Got This. So I can just cut this down and put this in my journal somewhere. Again, Hope, Purpose, and Encouragement. And then a Bible verse right there. This is the same one. I guess they were 2 books. And these were super nice. These are just a thick paper, light cardstock. Thank you for requesting this resource. Look at the beautiful colors. And then, of course, I've got, they put scripture on these. And these are really nice ephemera. I love this stuff. This is going in the journal, too. So I'm sure this is dry. Let's cut these out. Wonder if I should, yeah, let's cut that down that way. There we go. Oh, it's just fun gluing and cutting paper. You know what I really love about my craft room down here? I'm in the basement. It's a mess. That's not what I love about it, but what I love is, because it's a mess, I can just close the door and walk away. And yeah, I love it. It's, I know there are a lot of really clean and organized rooms out there, and I applaud you guys. I'm a little jealous, but I've said a bazillion times, if you've watched me before, I work full-time, and the cleaning up and organizing of this room will only happen when I'm retired. I just can't do it all. But so that's what I love about this room. And I like to just come down here. I guess my point is, I come down here, I make a little mess, and then I leave it and I walk away. And that's what I love. I need to do a little bit of paperwork, journaling, from time to time. It's great for my mental health. I saw a couple of videos this week where people were talking about the same thing, you know, their mental health, and it is so, so true. So my corner chomper is not going to go on here very well at all. So I'm just going to just use my scissors, but I need to just glue this one down a little bit. I know some people, they'll craft like on the kitchen table, and that's great too. I mean, if that's all you have, I mean, it worked for myself for a long time. But you know, if you got to put everything away when you're done, and yeah, I'm very, very blessed to have this room. It's 9 feet by 18 feet, so 9 by 18 feet. It's directly underneath my kitchen, and it's nice and cool down here. I really like it. It's quite humid out today. It's not too hot, but I do have the air conditioner on. It's quite unusual to have a lot of humidity in the Saskatchewan prairies. It hasn't rained for a while, but for some reason it is humid. But the month of June really dropped a lot of water on us, so I'm sure some of that is still in the ground and emanating up and just creating this humidity. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love making my own stamps. That was fun. This is a really large one. And then this one here. Okay. Now I wanted to make this one into a tag. So let's get our pencil, and we're going to go there. Yep. And then let's do these 3. One right there. I think I want to round these off as well. Or why don't I do... No, let's just round them off. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I opt to do it just by hand. It's kind of nice. Okay, let's get our puncher. I thought I misplaced this. It took me a couple minutes to find it. Okay. So I bought some glasses, prescription glasses, and I got an email this morning saying that they are ready to be picked up, but I'm going to pick them up on Monday after work. I really don't want to make an extra trip just to go pick up these glasses. I'm fine seeing with my readers right now, so I have to put that on my list of things to do. So after I put the eyelet in, I'm going to take some gold watercolor. In fact, let's get some water in there right now. It takes a couple minutes for it to really get absorbed. There, that was a lot easier. Okay, we'll let that sit. So again, just another simple video. I really enjoy making them, and I really enjoy editing them. I always have to edit myself. I have such a dry throat, and I had to edit that out. I just coughed. I have to edit a lot of coughing out of my videos. I know that sounds strange, but I do it for you. I know you don't want to hear it, so yeah, that's my gift to you. Yeah, I enjoy editing it. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I don't think you want to see the raw format of the video anyway. I do make a lot of mistakes, and or I'm coughing, or something gets in the frame, the view frame, and it's, yeah, it's not nice. Sometimes I lean over. Sometimes I lean over to grab something, and you can see down my shirt, so that's not good. So that's why I do the editing. Okay, let's move that water. And I have to get some more of these. How many are in here? Probably about 50. I think I'll be okay for a while. Where's the base? There's the base. Okay. I find it hard to use this thing here, because my hand's so small. Like, look, like I really have to use both hands to crimp it down. Cool, love that. I'm not sure what to put for a tassel. Let's see if I have any yarn. Okay, this is kind of yarn, but it isn't. This is the yarn. What do I call this? You know when you're making mittens, or you know those old Cowichan sweaters? If you're familiar with the Cowichan sweater, where they have, like, they'll have a moose or a deer on the back, and this is the yarn that you would use. It's like a raw, not yarn, it's like a raw wool. There's usually 5 strands. And anyway, if I pull a little too hard, if I pull, it will come apart. And you would also use this to make thrummed mittens. So anyway, I try to save what I can. I obviously used 2 strands for this, for something else, maybe to make another tag. But so this is in my stash, and I'm going to make a tag out of it, a tag topper rather. And it's really nice and soft. Again, it's not something that you want to really reef on, you know. And pull too hard, it'll come apart. But I love the brown, and I love the texture. Super nice. Oh, that is so beautiful. Great choice, G. Great choice. Let's do another one. We could do all 3 like that. I say yes, let's do it. So when I'm done here, I'm going to go upstairs and get on my trampoline. I bought one not quite 2 weeks ago. And wow, this thing is amazing. I mean, I almost returned it. I almost returned it after I think the 2nd or 3rd day I was going to return it because my feet were so sore. And it's not something that you have to just work through, or that's not normal for most people, but I have some real issues with my right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of the foot are just, yeah, they're just falling apart. So I have to really be careful. So I went out and bought a couple of really good shoes this week, one for work and then one for this Becan trampoline. And so after I'm done this, I'm going to go do my 1 or 2 minutes of my health bounce, and I can tell you it really works. I love it. It's actually making me stronger. I actually went up a flight of stairs at work without stopping. And yeah, that is how out of shape I am. I'm just putting it out there. Yes, that is how bad it is. But I have to address this and make sure that I get healthy for before the snow falls, because it's just me here and there's nobody else helping me shoveling the snow, so I got to do that on my own. And my legs are getting stronger, so that's what I love about it. And so it's promising. It's giving me hope. Are people weak like me? Probably not. I believe this has a lot to do with the fact, I'm not even going to put an eyelid in there, the fact that, you know, I've been sitting at a job, I have to sit for over 40 years. And that's fine when you're in your youth, but as you get older, and especially when you turn 60, you know, a person can really develop sarcopenia, and that's like muscle wasting, but you can gain it back. And this is the first steps in getting my health back, and so that I can live independently. Look what I found the other day. I bought this, I think, where did I get this? Temu. I haven't even used these. Let's take one out. I just love these things. Boop, 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 boop. That can go in my journal somewhere. Okay, this video is getting pretty long. Oh, I have one more to do. One more. This is a pretty big one. Let's grab, I love this rose gold, so pretty. Okay. This is one of my favorites. Super nice. It's not often you find an actual fabric, like a cotton. This is 100% cotton rope from Dollarama. Let's punch that a little bit more. Don't think I got the back. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you guys are here to, you know, you pop in once in a while to see what I'm doing. And just this morning I saw I have 280 subscribers. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people have, you know, thousands of subscribers, but 280, that to me that's like having a couple thousand. I mean, I'm just really, really happy that, you know, you clicked subscribe and you're here to watch me from time to time. If you watch me every time, I think that's great. I'd also ask that you click the like button. I think that helps with the algorithm. Look at that. This is coming apart. I think I used this glue stick the other day. Let's put a little bit of the glue all in here. Maybe tomorrow I'll take this to the sewing machine and I'll do some stitching around it. I think that would be really nice. Again, thank you for popping by. I really enjoy making videos. Super fun. And I'm just going to put a little bit of gold around here before I let you go. Let's test it on this little guy just to make sure. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay. So this gold paint was given to me by my cousin, and I do have expensive gold watercolor paints, and I wasn't sure how this was going to perform, but although I wouldn't use it in the watercolors that I sell, or even the stuff that I make for my own home, like for the that I would frame and stuff, This is superior, I think. Really good watercolor, gold watercolor for journaling, any type of journaling. It's beautiful. There we go. Made that one the other day, really thick. This was a little bit, had more water in it. And then we've got that. These guys, put him underneath here. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And we will see you again. Have a great weekend.